What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media and welcome to another live... Wow, I completely butchered that because I had something going on that was strange in my throat and I don't like it. I've been having allergies, so anyway. Welcome back to another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today we are having a UU match against Mr. Ark here. And this is actually a rematch. We went up against him... Was it UU last time? I don't know what it was. It may have been NU. I don't know. I really don't know. I do so many Wi-Fi battles that it just all blends together. I know that we went against him once before, and I think his was the match when he almost destroyed us with a Slurpuff, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, we'll go over the team for you guys in a second. Before we do that, just a nice little friendly reminder that if you haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff, remember it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video, or leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Feel free to leave me some suggestions or Pokemon you'd like to see me use or anything of that nature. And of course, as always, I do appreciate those of you that come by to support every day. You guys are awesome. Now, let's take a look at the team. We have Mega Aerodactyl, which is going to be a Hone Claw set with the Edgequake combination and Roost. Then we have Specially Defensive Florges, very standard. Physically Defensive Cloyster, used as a utility Pokemon like we did in Battle Spot 6v6. It's got Rapid Spin and Spikes, as well as Ice Shard and Icicle Spear. Then we have Choice Scarf Nidoking, physically defensive Krookodile with Stealth Rock and Taunt. I've used that quite a few times before as well. And then we have our Espeon, which is something that I haven't used in a long time. And that is a dual screen set because Espeon is now in UU. So I figured I should use it. It's one of the few that have moved down that I haven't gotten to try out yet. So my opponent is also bringing in Espeon, Scrafty, which is a huge threat, Crobat, Goodra, Configrigus, and a Galvantula. So I'm gonna say he's got a lot of potential leads here. Crobat is very common as a lead, so is Espeon, and so is Galvantula. So we do need to keep Shelly alive if possible, just for the fact that we may have to Rapid Spin, and he has the potential to defog as well in that Crobat, depending on what kind of set it's running, obviously. And let's see here. The Galvantula is probably Focus Sash. The Espeon is most likely Light Clay, unless it's offensive, in which case it's probably Life Orb. The Crobat could be a couple of different things. It could be Black Sludge, it could be Life Orb, it could be Banded, that's Scrafty, could be Assault Vest, or it could be Dragon Dance with Lumberry. There's a lot of things happening here. Definitely, a lot of things are happening. Now, what do I want to start off with? That is the question of the day here. What do I want to start off with? If the Galvantula is going to start off, I wish I had something that had U-turn. That would be the best case scenario. I think I want to start off with Excalibur, just because he doesn't really have anything that wants to switch in all my attacks. He really doesn't. So we'll go with Nidoking. We are Scarfed, so we should outspeed. As much as I would love to go in and taunt the Galvantula, it's really not going to work out for us too well, just because Galvantula outspeeds. You would still be able to get up that Sticky Web, and it would not be a good time. So gnarly, the Crobat is actually going to start things off here. Okay, I don't know how good that is for him. I kind of want to just go for an Ice Beam. It depends on what he predicts here. If he predicts me to be Life Orb, he may think he can get a U-turn off and get out of here. If he thinks that I'm Scarfed, he may hard switch out into something. If the Scrafty is Assault Vest, he might go into that to take a hit. But Scrafty can't do a whole lot back other than knockoff. And we can very easily just go into the Krookodile for that. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Kind of surprised that this lead, I guess, kind of, sort of. But lead Crobat is amazing, so I'm not going to knock it at all. Whether it's Choice Banded or whether it's kind of like a utility with Taunt and such, Crobat is amazing as a lead Pokemon. I just didn't think, I thought that was the least likely out of what I was seeing. He stays in, and that is, wow, he barely survives and he gets a U-turn off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really thought that was going to be a KO there for a second. That was so close. So judging by the fact that he has U-turn, that really doesn't tell us a whole lot, because that doesn't necessarily mean he's banded. It really doesn't. I run U-turn on my utility Crobat just for the momentum. So, you know, it allows you to pick up said momentum. If your opponent switches out, you know, you get that. I should just stop explaining something that's very easy to understand. So he knows that we're Scarf now, and he's in a little bit of a predicament. What is he going to go into? It's going to be the Scrafty. Okay, I'm guessing you have the Ice Punch. I'm guessing that is what's going to happen here. Now, I would love to go into Shelly. I really would. But I can't do a whole lot to him, to be honest. Ice Punch just does a number to my team. Krookodile is still going to take a lot of damage from it. Yeah, we didn't see the Intimidate, right? Yeah, no Intimidate, so he's probably Moxie, which means he's probably Dragon Dance. Which means I would love to go out into Krookodile and then taunt him. Decisions. Yeah, we're going out into Krookodile. I really don't have much else to switch in here, because I can't let him just set up Dragon Dances all over the place. I don't have anything that can come in and just kill this thing. Other than Espeon, but he needs to not have Dragon Dances up. He goes straight for the knockoff. Okay, maybe predicting the Espeon to come in. That was not a bad play. He's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, but our Rocky Helmet is now gone, which is unfortunate. We see the lefties. Okay, so he's not Assault Vest. So he could be Bulk Up or Dragon Dance here. And I would love to set up rocks more than anything right now. I really would, because if we get these rocks up, the Crobat is dead. But I also would like to taunt, just because I'm scared of this thing. Is he going to go for a Drain Punch? That is another possibility that kind of scares me, because I'm not packing the Dragon Tail. Let's see. I would really like to get up the rocks, though, just for that freaking Crobat. I'm going to do it. I'm going to set up Stealth Rock. I don't think he's going to switch into Espeon here. I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening. I think he's going to go for a Drain Punch, and a worst case scenario would be a Dragon Dance, I guess, because then I don't really have much of a switch in. And that kind of scares me. It kind of scares me. At least I have Florges to resist Stab, and if I can get Espeon in without a Dragon Dance up, we'll be in good shape. Don't you dare go into Espeon! Don't you dare! Gnarly, what is that? That's the Crobat. Okay, that's a good play, because maybe he was predicting the Stealth Rocks. No, he definitely would have went into the Espeon, but it was a little bit risky. We'll put it like that. Now, are you going to U-turn again? I kind of think you're just going to stay in now. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Or are you going to try to defog? Oh, you might just defog right here. And I wouldn't like that. I mean, we have the opportunity to kill you if you want to do that, because I'm just going to knock off, and then you'll be a sad little panda, sad little kitty cat, a sad little something. I don't know what you'll be, but you'll be sad. Knock off it is. I want this thing dead. No, he's going to go for the Roost. I should have went for the EQ. Oh, I should have went for the EQ. I definitely should have went for the EQ. We're going to get rid of his Black Sludge here. And, wow, again, he goes down to, like, almost no HP. I really hope you don't have the Defog. I really do. Do I go for the EQ? Because if he goes for the Defog, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm going to taunt. He's going to Roost up again. I should have went for the EQ. This would be a dead Crobat right now. This would be a dead Crobat. Now, he does have to take 25% when he comes back in. So he'll definitely be below 50%, but I don't like what's going on here. I don't like this. I do not like this. Let's see here. We could go into Aerodactyl. That has some potential. But I don't want to take damage if I don't have to. I really don't. I think I just want to go for knockoff again. I think he's going to switch or U-turn, one or the other. He outspeeds. He could go into the Scrafty here. But if he goes into Scrafty, I will definitely just taunt him. Just in the off chance that he has some kind of setup move. I know he has lefties. Scrafty is scary. Scrafty is completely capable of just sweeping entire teams, and it is extremely thick. It's very difficult to take down. There's the U-turn. So we're going to get a nice little knockoff off on something. It may be the Scrafty. I'm not really sure. I keep thinking about that. I keep talking about it. I'm all about the Scrafty, and it's not even on my team. What the heckles? Let's see. Let's see. What are you going to go into? So the other good thing about having these rocks up is that the Galvantula is no longer sashed. If it was sashed, if he had a sashed Pokemon, whether the Espeon or whatever he had that was sashed is no longer sashed. It's broken. Yeah, it's broken. I don't know where I'm going with that. I thought I had something clever, and you know what? I didn't. I tried to improvise, it didn't work out. The story of my life. It's taking some time to think about it here. Now, the ultimate goal is to get up some screens and then get Aerodactyl to go for the Hone Claws. He does go into the Scrafty. He's going to take some damage from his rocks. And Drain Punch will get him back up to full health. So that kind of stinks. But I don't want you Dragon Dancing. I really don't. Are you going to go for a knockoff again? I don't think you will. But if I switch in Espeon as he Dragon Dances, I'm pretty sure we get outsped and just die a very painful death. Now, what we could do is just go into Ivy here because Moonblast will destroy everything. We haven't seen his setup move yet. We don't know if it's Bulk Up or Dragon Dance. I'm only speculating. I've mentioned both. But this Scrafty is something we need to be worried about. Let's just put it like that. Let's see here. I'm going to go into the Florges. I don't think he has... Oh, no, he probably has the Poison Jab, doesn't he? He probably does. We've only seen knockoff so far. Scrafty is so scary. It really, really is so scary. I'm going to go into the Florges, predicting a Drain Punch here. If he goes for Dragon Dance and he has the Poison Jab, we're in a lot of trouble. We really, really are in a lot of trouble. You know, he does go over the Drain Punch. All right, now we're fine. Because I don't think a Drain Punch will want... Wow, that did a lot. Okay, it's a crit. That's why. I was about to say, that did a ridiculous amount of damage, and we're probably not as safe as I thought we were. Oh, my goodness. Scrafty's power, ladies and gents. I don't think he's going to want to stay in on this, but I'm going to go for a Moonblast anyway. He might go into the Crobat, but it's not going to take the Moonblast incredibly well. I know it resists it, but with, you know, Stealth Rocks and all that, it's going to take quite a bit of damage. Boom Tomb! The Configrigus is going to come out here, take a little bit of damage due to the rocks, which is fantastic for us. And there's the Moonblast. That does a nice chunk. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised at how much that did. So this is probably a fully physically defensive Configrigus, judging by that, because I'm uninvested. I'm fully specially defensive. And I don't see a reason to switch here. I really don't. I'm just going to go for another Moonblast. I'm hoping this thing isn't Trick Room. That would be really freaking scary. One more Moonblast should take him out. As we get the special attack drop, there's... Oh, he's got the Pain Split. That should have been painfully obvious. That should have been painfully obvious. Oh, that's not good. Do you have lefties? Do you have... No, you don't have lefties. You probably have Rocky Helmet. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Well, in that case, I'm going to Wish Up here, as he might Will-O-Wisp. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I know you don't have anything that's super effective. You don't have any Poison-type moves or anything like that. Yeah, he does go for the Willow, possibly predicting a switch, which is fine. Perfectly fine. I don't know that I want to Aromatherapy just yet. I don't know that I want to do that because... Yeah, he's not going to go down. Not going to go down. And then he'll get a Pain Split off, and it's just not going to be a good time, and I don't like it. Basically is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Do I Moonblast? You know what? I'm going to Toxic here. Just put a timer on this thing, and then hopefully be able to finish it off. The ideal goal here would be to go for the Toxic, get some residual damage going, then Aromatherapy, and then we should be okay to Moonblast it and kill it off. He may realize that and switch out here, I don't know. Really don't know. He is at -1 special attack too, so I don't know that he can do a whole lot to me, especially after figuring out that, you know, the burn's not really going to work. I probably should be running Protect over Toxic on this Florges, just because it's difficult to get wishes off sometime, or actually obtain the wishes. But I like the utility that Toxic provides. I really do. So there's the Toxic. We got that off, which is great. I don't think he has a Cleric on his team. And he's just going to go for a Shadow Ball here. That's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Even though it's Stab, that did absolutely nothing. And we're going to get back up to a healthy range. Can we go for a Moonblast after one turn of Toxic? Probably not. That's probably not something that we can do. We can try, but if he gets a Pain Split off, then that is just absolutely terrible. That would be absolutely terrible. I could go into Krookodile here, and then a knockoff should kill, you would think. You would think it would kill. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here, is basically what I'm trying to tell you guys. I almost want to go into Shelly and just start setting up spikes on this thing. Almost. I almost want to do that. Almost. But I'm not. I'm going to go for a nice little Moonblast here. Get as much damage off as possible. If he wants to Pain Split, so be it. Wow, he does go for the Pain Split. Okay. I really thought It looked close enough to where it could have been worth it. But the Toxic damage is going to start racking up here. And he's going to predict a Wish, I'm sure. I'm sure he is. I think I actually would like to Aromatherapy. Get rid of this burn. Does that make sense to do that? I think it does. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this burn. He's gonna withdraw, predicting a Wish. You know, being able to get a safe switch into something, which is fair enough. Out comes the Espeon. Takes a little damage due to the rocks. Now the question is, do you have the Psyshock? If you have Psyshock, you can one-shot us. You definitely can. If you only have Psychic, I don't think you can one-shot us. But I don't think we can take 2 hits either way. I just don't see that happening. So are you going to set up screens? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? I'm scared. I really am. I really am scared. I think I just want to Moonblast and try to get a little bit of damage off on this thing. Because if he's going to start setting up screens... No, he goes for the Signal Beam, predicting the Krookodile to come out. Wow, okay, and we see the Life Orb, so he's definitely not a dual screen set. That is very, very good knowledge for us right now. Another Moonblast would actually take this thing out. I think he has the Psyshock, though, and I think he's going to go for it here. Do I really care about this Florges going down? I mean, it walls the Cofagrigus. We saw how much damage it was doing. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. No, I'm going to go for the Moonblast. I'm not afraid to lose this this Florges right now. I'm really not afraid. And I'm getting Lefty's recovery every turn, so that's always good. So he stays in and he goes for the Morning Sun. Morning Sun Espeon, that's not bad. And we get the special attack drop, which is really unfortunate. I have to say I've been very, very lucky lately getting those drops. And I believe it's like a 30% chance, but I've been getting them all over the place. I really, really have. I really, truly have. Oops, I accidentally just muted my mic there. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. I was just talking to nothing. I must have, like, leaned on it wrong or something. Anyway, he went for the Morning Sun. We got a decent chunk off, and what was I even talking about? Oh, yeah, I was very lucky about the, you know, special attack drop. He may switch out, and I'm going to go for Moonblast. That's just what it is, and we're getting Lefty's recovery by the turn. He hasn't gone for the Psyshock yet, which I really thought that he would. He hasn't pulled it out. He pulled out the Signal Beam on the first turn he was out. And my guess was that he was predicting the Krookodile to come out, because that would have been super effective, and, you know, you don't want to just go for Psychic-type moves with Dark types just lingering around, waiting to switch in. And he's going to send in his Crobat here, which, can you take a not very effective Moonblast? I think you can. I definitely think you can. Yep, again, this Crobat survives with barely any HP remaining. Unbelievable. He's going to go for the Roost here, and I can't stop him because he outspeeds, which stinks. Really does. Really, really does stink. What do I want to go into? That is the question. I don't know what I don't even know what I was saying. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. Alright, so we're going to go into our Nidoking here. I'm not afraid of this thing. We know we outspeed because we're Scarfed. If he wants to go for Roost, that is fine. We can still kill you with an Ice Beam afterwards. Yeah, he does go for the Roost. And he may actually hard switch out here. I'm not sure. I would not be surprised to see a hard switch. If he stays in, he's dead. And I'm not going to mess around. He can't switch in Goodra. The Espeon dies to an Ice Beam. Scrafty, I don't know if he's going to get 2-hit KO'd. To be honest, I really don't know if he's going to get 2-hit KO'd by it. Which makes me kind of want to go for the Earth Power. Predicting him to hard switch out here. But I'm going to Ice Beam. Just to get some damage off on something. Because he doesn't have anything, you know. Ice is not a type that you have immunities to. So we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, he really needs to decide here. Do I need this Crobat? Is it better to just sack it off and then get a safe switch into something like, I don't know, Scrafty, who you know I can't, you know, one-shot? The mind games are real here. Because I'm sure he's worried about whether or not I'm going to go for an Earth Power, too. So he switches in Scrafty as I Earth Power to 2-hit KO. So he is going to withdraw. Hard switch, because he knows I'm Scarfed. Out comes Jim Jam, which is indeed the Scrafty. Now he takes a little tiny bit of damage to the rocks there, and we get a nice Ice Beam off. Is that a 2-hit KO? Oh my goodness, in no scenario is that a 2-hit KO. That looks specially defensive, so I want to say his move of choice is the Bulk Up. That is definitely what I want to say. So with that being said, is he going to go for the knockoff? That is the question. I don't care. I'm going to go into Krookodile and get a nice little Intimidate off. If he goes for a Bulk Up, I'm going to taunt him. And he's going to have to switch out, basically. Because he'll be at neutral attack at that point if he bulks up and then I taunt him. Because of the Intimidate. And if he wants to kill Krookodile, that'll be fine. I can go right into Espeon and, you know, Dazzling Gleam will be a thing and he'll be dead. Or have to switch out. He goes for the knockoff. Possibly predicting the Espeon to come out. Maybe, let's see. I had the Nidoking out. I guess maybe predicting me to predicting. Oh, predictions of predictions, basically. Basically, that's what's going on. Now, I could just EQ here. I really could. But I'm very tempted to just go into... You know what? I'm going to do it. We're making the risky play here. We're going into Espeon. I don't think he's going for knockoff again. I don't see it happening. I really don't. I feel like we can pull this off. Nope, he goes with the Bulk Up, and I was actually correct about what move he has. Now he's in a bad spot. He's in a bad spot. Dazzling Gleam is 4 times super effective. That's going to be a dead Scrafty. Are you going to risk it and go for the knockoff? What do you do? What do you do? I'm not packing the Life Orb, and he's specially defensive, but it's 4 times super effective. 4 times. I know Scrafty is thick, but I don't think he's thick enough because he only has like 75% of his health. He stays in, hoping I don't have it. That is a dead Scrafty, so that is a huge threat out of the way. Absolutely huge threat out of the way. Now we can go for Psyshocks, pretty much all that we want. My opponent is not in a good position here at all. He really is not in a good position because that Crobat's going to take a lot of damage coming in. The Espeon really doesn't have a lot of health left. It does have the Morning Sun, so he may be looking for an opportunity to bring that in and get some recovery going. Trying to think what else. The Krookodile is fairly low. Fairly low. It'll be below 50%, I believe, when it comes back in. So we're in a good position here. And there's a couple of Pokemon on his team I think we haven't seen yet. Because the Scrafty went down. We haven't seen the Galvantula yet. That was the other Pokemon I was thinking of. Haven't seen that yet. Now, I believe we outspeed Galvantula. Espeon's like base 110 speed, so we should be okay to outspeed it. With rocks, obviously it's not going to have any kind of things going on for it. Oh, here is the Galvantula now. Alrighty. Well, he's just going to come in and try to attack me because he can't Sticky Web with a Magic Bouncer out here. So I'm going to say, you know, Bug Buzz is coming, I guess. Do I really have to switch into that? Not really. I kind of don't. Do I Light Screen? Is that worth it to take all that damage, or do I just go for a Psyshock and try to kill this thing? I think I'm gonna Light Screen, predicting... Oh, he's faster, and he goes with a Sticky Web, so the Sticky Web's gonna get bounced onto his side of the field. Why is he faster? Is he Scarf? That is interesting. I thought... I guess I could be wrong on the speed tiers, but I thought Espeon was base 110. Or, either that, or I messed up my EV training, and I am not max speed like I thought I was. Pretty sure I am, though. Anyway, we're going to go for a Psyshock here, even if he wants to go for a Bug Buzz, which he does. That is fine. I want to leave Espeon out here. I don't care if Espeon goes down. I just want no Sticky Web over my side of the field, basically, is what I'm saying. And Psyshock, wow, he survives like he has a Focus Sash anyway. Are you kidding me? Holy cannoli, he was definitely just wanting to live. He had all of the drive in the world to live that. Which is really unfortunate. I'm going to let Espeon go down here. I really don't see a reason to keep it at this point. I really, really don't. Because I don't want him getting Sticky Web up. I don't want to have to waste a turn rapid spinning. So, Psyshock it is. That's what we're going for. Yeah, he's going to go over the Bug Buzz again, and we should go down to that barring min damage. Yeah, down goes the Espeon. We can't take two of those. Definitely not. And at this point, we can go into Shelly and Ice Shard. If we wanted to, we can go into Excalibur, and he really doesn't have a switch into an Ice Beam, now that I'm thinking about it. He really doesn't. The Cofagrigus, I'm pretty sure will get 2-hit KO'd by it, so he's going to have to sack something, and I think it might be this Galvantula. And actually, there's no reason for him to switch out because of rocks. There's really no reason whatsoever. So you know what? Out comes Shelly. Out comes the beautiful Shelly. As much as I would love to go for spikes here, it's not worth it. I just want to make sure this thing is dead. I don't think he's going to want to switch out. It really doesn't make any sense with the rocks up unless he has a way to get rid of them, which we haven't seen yet. So I have to believe that he doesn't have anything. I feel like if that Crobat had Defog, it would have used it already. So, because the rocks have been killing him, to be honest. He's been switching a lot. He's been taking a lot of damage. Even though he had things like Scrafty, which resists it, it still has played a difference in this match. So, we shall see what he wants to do here. What move he wants to go for. If he wants to sack something else off, I don't know. If he's going to predict a Shell Smash, this could be dangerous. Because he doesn't know what set I'm running. I run several different Cloyster sets on, in my videos, so he's seen them all, I'm sure, because I know that this specific person does watch my videos quite often. I see him in the comment section all the time. Really nice guy, really awesome guy. But yeah, it's difficult to figure out which set that I'm running because it's not one of those Pokemon where I always run the same set, or there's only really one set that I like to use. I spread it around. I have 2 or 3 different ones. So anyway, the Ice Shard does take out the Galvantula. I think that was the right play to make on my opponent's part. I don't think he really had anything else he could do. As unfortunate as it was, and he does have the Sticky Web up on his side of the field now. Although, to be fair, Crobat's not going to get affected by it. Really, the only thing it might make a difference for is that Goodra. So we'll see what he wants to do. If he wants to go into the Crobat and, roost up, I'm not afraid of Crobat at all. I'm just going to lay some spikes. Boom Tomb comes out, and that is this thing. Possibly to try to Will-O-Wisp. I mean, an Icicle Spear, we're uninvested. Not uninvested, but I'm not max. Not max attack at all. What does he have left? He's got the Crobat. He's got this thing. He's got Goodra, which we have not seen yet. I'm trying to think, what was his other Pokemon? This is what I always do. Always do this. What was that final Pokemon? We probably have already seen it, and I just can't think of it. Actually, he might Pain Split. That could be a little bit of a not so good time. That really could. So you know what? We're not going to get up Spikes. We're going to go into Ivy. That's what we're doing. We'll save Shelly. Good old Shelly. If he goes with the Shadow Ball, he's going to die here because we outspeed. So that is good. He does go for the Willow, and we avoid the attack. That really wouldn't have mattered too much because it's a Florges. Although, just the fact that you missed a Willow just really stinks, I'll be honest. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Now, there's really no reason for me to not go for a Moonblast here. I could go for a Wish, but I'm still going to get more Lefty's recovery. I'm going to be almost at full health. Not almost, but at a decent amount of health where I don't feel like I have to Wish just yet. So let's go for a Moonblast. If he wants to send in the Crobat, that'll take a nice amount of damage. If he leaves this in, it's dead. No, yeah, he is just going to leave it in. Okay, so that is a dead Cofagrigus, maybe predicting me to overpredict, or predicting that, or not really predicting, but just saying, you know what, I really don't have much of a use for this anymore. He was just bringing it in to possibly burn something before going down. Regardless, the Cofagrigus is gone. And we are at a, let's see, I think I have 5 Pokemon left, and he has 3. So, Crobat, Goodra, and then something else that is escaping me at this point. We killed off Espeon and Scrafty. Oh, we didn't kill off the Espeon. Okay, there we go. That was the other Pokemon I was thinking of. For some reason, I thought it died, but it did not die. The speed is going to fall, but I'm not invested, so I'm not sure if we outspeed or not. I'm really unsure if we outspeed, to be perfectly honest with you. But I think either way, Moonblast is really the only way. Well, no, he's Life Orb. Let's Wish. Let's Wish. He's gonna go for the Morning Sun. Okay, fair enough. He still outspeeds, even with this Sticky Web. How sad is that? How sad is that he's still outspeeding? I don't think that he will outspeed Krookodile, even though we're uninvested. I'm trying to think. I don't think he will. I don't see that being a thing. I really don't. Let's just see, just out of curiosity, what does the speed look like? 95 on Florges, okay. And not Aerodactyl. I know Aerodactyl will be faster, not Shelly. Shelly's actually faster than Florges, okay, fair enough. 113. I want to say that Krookodile would be faster. I don't know if it would be worth it to even bother switching it in. I mean, we would get some nice recovery off, so that is a thing. I'm going to switch it in here. We're going to play a little bit risky. We're going to switch the Krookodile in, get a Wish off. I don't think he's going to go for Signal Beam with Florges out. I really don't. We get a useless Intimidate off because, yeah, that definitely doesn't matter at all. He goes for another Morning Sun to get back up to full HP. That was not what I was expecting. That was definitely not what I was expecting. We know he doesn't have a Focus Sash as our Light Screen wears off, so he may have been counting the turns for that. I'm not really sure. But regardless, I'm going for a knockoff. Okay, we don't outspeed, and he hits us with a Signal Beam. Is that a dead Krookodile? It might be. No, we survive with 48 HP. There's the Life Orb, and that's about to get knocked off here. I don't think this is going to kill. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. Krookodile is absolutely just destroying everything. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that to kill. I'm an uninvested Krookodile at that. I have a lot of uninvested Pokemon on this team. I feel like I have a lot of bulky Pokemon. No, I guess 3. 3 bulky Pokemon. Aerodactyl has some HP investment, but it's still not the bulkiest thing in the world. Anyway, we're in a very good position here. He's got Crobat and Goodra left. The Crobat can come in if it wanted to. And I guess if it really wanted to, it could U-turn out, but that really doesn't help because rocks is a thing. Or rocks are a thing. Something is a thing. There are things happening. I don't know what they are, but something is happening. Out comes Gnarly. The Crobat. Alright, we've seen you quite a few times. I'm going to predict you to Roost, and I'm going to go for an EQ. We haven't shown off the EQ yet. Yep, there's the Roost. That is a dead Crobat. So that is pretty much going to wrap up the match unless this Goodra that is his final Pokemon can pull off a very big-time sweep. Very, very big-time sweep. So I'm kind of happy that I didn't show off the Earthquake earlier on in the match, because I think he was under the impression that I didn't have it. I'm pretty sure, because he saw the rest of my moveset. Anyway, we have the Goodra coming out here. I'm going to go for a knockoff. So I don't think Taunt would make a lot of sense, and we can afford to lose Krookodile. He's caught in the web, so he is, unfortunately, now going to be slower. And we can get rid of whatever item he's holding, whether it be Assault Vest or Lefties or whatever it may be. Shiny Goodra is just all golden and everything. It's ridiculous looking. I mean that in a good way, of course. Shiny Goodra is pretty darn cool. And we outspeed because of the Sticky Web, obviously. That does a butt ton of damage. Oh my goodness. There goes the Assault Vest. And there is the Fire Blast. I don't know if that was a prediction or if he felt like that was just his safest play in the off chance that I was going to switching Florges there. I'm not really sure. Either way, we are safe to... we can actually bring in Shelly here because of the speed reduction. Goodra typically doesn't run a lot of speed investment. They're usually HP invested. So with that speed drop, we should be okay to just go for a nice little Icicle Spear here. And that should seal the match. It should seal the match. We'll see. Yeah, that's definitely going to seal the match. I mean, Goodra does not have the best physical defense to begin with. So that is going to be a 4-0 in our favor, I believe. If I am... thinking correctly, which I am apparently. All right, 4-0. So that was a really fun match. It took a long time for that to really get going, but that was fun. There were some tactical moves going on. I really enjoyed your team. It was unfortunate that you ended up, you know, setting Sticky Web up on your own side of the field. That ended up helping me out. I don't know if that changed the game to the point where it would have went the other way had that not happened, but it definitely was a factor in everything. So hope you guys enjoyed the match. I want to thank my opponent for a great match. I hope that we'll have another one sometime soon. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you're leaving a like rating and a comment and all that stuff, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.